I think we've talked about this before, but I've heard an interview of him. Like,
I've never heard this story before. Did he like tweet that?
Dude, like he went to see his son was like young. He had like a young son, like was a big Marvel fan.
Yeah.
They would see like the midnight premiere of it or something because he's famous,
yeah.
you know, or like they saw it like in the first week it came out, and he tweeted out, "R.I.P. my boy Tony Stark," because he was like, I had no idea that people were like passionate about Marvel. Like that's not his world. He was a football player. Like he loved football. Like he didn't pay attention to stuff. So he got like a lot of backlash for
I bet he did.
And he didn't know that.
Of course.
Like he just didn't know.
Dude, you can't blame Shady for not knowing that. The man's much too busy.
I heard him tell the story about it on a podcast one time, and it was pretty fun. He was like, I didn't know. He was like, my only explanation is I just did not know.
Yeah, you can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
that's
like,
hilarious.
I just tweeted it.
God damn.
You know.
I love that.
Yeah.
See, you know what that says to me? It makes me a little nostalgic for the nerds versus jock days that I feel like we've kind of gotten away from as a society.
Yeah, because now they mix.
I know, because now there's too much mixing of the, it's High School Musical ruined this fucking country. We were sticking to the status quo, baby.
There was like there's a football player, a college football player that I saw that got injured the other day, and he also streams on Twitch. Like now there's like and he was wearing like an anime costume, or maybe it wasn't anime, but he was wearing like one of those like animal onesies while he was streaming, talking about like his football game that week, and like. I had no problem with it, but I feel like that never used to happen back in the day.
Oh, 100%. No way. No way, man. Yeah, the anime thing is honestly what confuses me the most. But that's just because it's like not my thing. And there's so many athletes. Like this guy who plays for the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh yeah, Spencer.
Like
Dinwiddie.
his Instagram profile picture is like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah.
Like athletes love. Honestly, black guys love Dragon Ball Z, and I don't know why. Why do black guys love Dragon Ball Z so much? You don't have to. I know this might be making you a little uncomfortable, so you don't have to answer my question. But dude, it's true. If you do the math, black guys love Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know. I'd have to carry the two, but
yeah, I know. you don't have to comment on it, Matthew. That's okay.
I feel like.
100%.
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that was a generalization.
Yeah, that's true, but a pretty accurate one.
All right, fair enough. I'll allow it.
Yeah, but you can't blame Shady for doing that. No. In fact, you should respect him more for it.
Yeah, and saying like that one's on me, but like people were obviously very pissed about that.
Oh, dude,
like,
I can't even imagine.
That was a big moment in like cinematic history, in terms of like
what a decade in the making.
Yeah. And then you go on Twitter.
So good.
But I feel like, the problem also is when that movie came out, Twitter was still somewhat in a bit of its earlier like it wasn't. Now, if you want to watch something that you haven't seen yet, you have to actively avoid it. You know what I mean? Because the algorithm. Right, like
it's gonna get you
anything that you like is gonna get pumped down your throat on the internet.
Yeah.
So if you like something and you're excited about it and you haven't seen it yet or whatever, you can't blame anybody except for yourself for seeing that. That was like I know we've talked about this before too, but there's somebody we know posted. They took a picture in the theater at the most recent Spider-Man, No Way Home, of all three Spider-Men on the screen at the same time on like opening night and like posted it. I was like, that's fucked up.
I remember.
It wasn't even like 2 or 3 days late. It was like the Thursday release.
It was night of.
It was like the Thursday 8 p.m. show.
Yeah.
You know how they do that?